Today, the focus of my presentation is policies, governance, and administration of higher education. Dear viewer, please watch the entire video. At the end of the video, there are MCQs based on the presentation. Dear viewers, let us try to understand the policies, governance, and administration of higher education in the Indian context. Higher education in India is a multifaceted and dynamic landscape, governed by a complex framework of policies, regulatory bodies, and administrative structures. Here is an overview of the key aspects related to the policies, governance, and administration of higher education in India. 1. University Grants Commission, UGC. The University Grants Commission is the primary regulatory body for higher education in India. It was established to oversee and coordinate the development and maintenance of standards in universities and colleges. UGC plays a pivotal role in formulating policies and disbursing grants to educational institutions. 2. Ministry of Education. The Ministry of Education, formerly known as the Ministry of Human Resource Development, is the central governing authority responsible for formulating national education policies, allocating budgets, and overseeing the implementation of education-related initiatives. 3. Autonomous institutions. India's higher education landscape includes a diverse set of institutions, ranging from central universities, state universities, and deemed universities to autonomous colleges. Each category has varying degrees of autonomy in academic and administrative matters. 4. Affiliation system. Many colleges in India are affiliated with universities, where the affiliating university sets the academic curriculum and standards. This system has both advantages and challenges, impacting the quality of education. 5. Reservation policies. To promote social equity and inclusivity, India has a system of reservations in higher education for historically marginalized groups, including scheduled castes, SC, scheduled tribes, ST, and other backward classes, OBC. 6. National Education Policy, NEP, 2020. NEP 2020 is a landmark policy document that aims to bring transformative changes to the higher education sector. It focuses on multidisciplinarity, research, and global collaboration, among other key reforms. 7. Private and public institutions. India boasts a mix of public and private higher education institutions. Public institutions are funded by the government, while private institutions rely on tuition fees and private investments. Quality and infrastructure may vary widely. 8. Distance education. Distance education is a significant component of higher education in India, facilitated by institutions like Indira Gandhi National Open University, IGNOU. It provides flexible learning opportunities, particularly for working professionals and remote learners. 9. Quality assurance. Quality assurance and accreditation are critical in maintaining educational standards. Bodies like the National Board of Accreditation, NBA, and the National Assessment and Accreditation Council, NAAC, assess and accredit institutions for quality. 10. Global collaboration. Indian universities increasingly engage in international collaborations, student exchange programs, and research partnerships to enhance the quality of education and research. 11. Challenges. The Indian higher education system faces challenges like infrastructural deficits, faculty shortages, outdated curricula, and the need to adapt to rapidly changing global trends. 12. Digital transformation. The digitalization of education, accelerated by the COVID-19 pandemic, has led to the adoption of online learning platforms and technology-driven teaching methods. 13. Role of state governments. While higher education is a concurrent subject, meaning both the central and state governments have a role in its governance, state governments play a significant role in managing universities and colleges within their respective states. Dear viewer, let us solve some important multiple-choice questions from the presentation. Question 1 is, what is the role of the University Grants Commission, UGC, in Indian higher education? A. Conducting university examinations. B. Providing financial aid to students. C. Formulating and implementing policies for higher education. D. Accrediting colleges and universities. Correct answer is C. Formulating and implementing policies for higher education. Question 2 is, which ministry in India is responsible for the administration of higher education? A. Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. B. Ministry of Education. C. Ministry of Finance. D. Ministry of Science and Technology. Correct answer is B. Ministry of Education. Question 3 is, what is the primary purpose of the National Education Policy, NEP, 2020 in India? A. Promoting reservation in higher education. B. Transforming the higher education landscape. C. Increasing the number of universities. D. Privatizing higher education institutions. Correct answer is B. Transforming the higher education landscape. Question 4 is, which groups are beneficiaries of the reservation policies in Indian higher education? A. Economically disadvantaged students. B. All religious minorities. C. Scheduled castes, SC, scheduled tribes, ST, and other backward classes, OBC. D. Non-resident Indian, NRI, students. Correct answer is C. Scheduled castes, SC, scheduled tribes, ST, and other backward classes, OBC. Question 5 is, what is the purpose of accreditation bodies like the National Board of Accreditation, NBA, and the National Assessment and Accreditation Council, NAAC? A. Providing scholarships to students. B. Assessing and accrediting higher education institutions for quality assurance. C. Regulating the admissions process. D. Conducting research in higher education. Correct answer is B. Assessing and accrediting higher education institutions for quality assurance. Thank you. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Education and Teacher Education, at Shouking Bilal.